Ouch. Ah. Why? Oi, oi. December 17, 2020, day, I don't know. We are listening to The Little Drummer Boy. It's Christmassy. It's the only Christmassy record I own. We're going to go over the Christmas presents that I got for my family. I get every one in my family a gift every 3 years. And this year I decided, since I'm obsessed with books apparently, to get everyone a book. So we're going to go through every book that I got for all my siblings. And that's quite a lot. So this might be a long video. If half my views are from my family, so if you don't want to know what you got for Christmas, don't watch this. So we're going to start with my oldest sister, Rochelle. She is 38, I think. Sorry if I get your age wrong. I got her Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This is a book that I read a couple years ago on audio, and I thoroughly enjoyed this book. This is about a guy named Jason, I think. Man, that's going to be impressive if I remember that from 2 years ago. Oh, was it Ryan? No? Charlie? Why can't you just tell me the name? Oh, it is Jason. This guy lives with his wife and has a kid, and then he has a good job, but he's always like second guessing the decisions he's made in his life, and always wondering if he made this decision, how much better his life would be. And this addresses that. And so he goes to a bar to congratulate someone on a promotion, and he gets kidnapped by a stranger, a guy that covers his face, and then he wakes up in an unknown world. And it is very fascinating. The only issue I had with this book is the last page. I don't like how Blake Crouch ended it, and I wish he would have done it differently otherwise. But other than that, it's a good book. And I think Rochelle's going to enjoy it because it's an intelligent book. Her husband, Ben, also 38, I got him 11/22/63. I love this book. I'm still not done with it. But I think he's thoroughly going to enjoy it. The main character, I think, reminds me of Ben. This is about a guy that gets sent in the past, 5 years before the JFK assassination, to stop it. But the past doesn't want him to be there, and so shenanigans happen. And then you also get a 60s lifestyle book, and that is fascinating, and it's still an enjoyable read. I'm in the slow part, which is in the middle, and I just gotta pound through it. I'll finish it by the end of this week. They have 2 kids. The oldest is Malachi. I don't even know how old the kid is. 13. I got him the odd ones out. I had no idea what to get Malachi, so I asked Rochelle, and this is what she sent me. This is literally a meme in book form. There's a guy, the odds one out is a YouTube account, and then he wrote a book, and it literally, honestly, I was paging through it, and it was kind of interesting, and I think it's a good book for teenagers. So I think it was a good buy. They have another kid named Asher. I'm not 100% sure how old he is. 9, 10, 8, 6, 4? I got him Earthsea trilogy. This is a big book for a young kid. But when I was a kid, about that age, I read the first 3 pages of this, or 3 pages. I read the first 3 books, and those books kind of looked like this Shining book. It just looks in awful condition, but the Earthsea trilogy that I read was so much worse. Like, the cover was half written off, there was pages that the mice had chewed on, but I read it and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give him the most beautiful book I've ever seen. I got a stinking good deal on this book, and yeah, I think he's going to enjoy this story. Hopefully he's not read it. He reads Aragon, Harry Potter, what else? The Percy Jackson series, and I think this is right along with those books. Maybe not, if it's for an adult and it's not very good for a young kid to read, let me know, and then I won't give it to him. After Rochelle is my brother Austin. He is 34. What did I get him? Oh, He's the one that gave me those Earthsea trilogy when I was a kid, so I decided I was going to return the favor and get him three books as well. And I'm going to give him the Gentleman Bastard series. I have yet to talk about this series in my channel. I absolutely love this series. One of my it's top three series for me. Top three fantasy series. And the first one is such a good book. This is follows the story of Locke Lamora and his friend Jean and a couple other misfits. They are con artists and they are super rich because of this, and they don't deal with the small number thieveries or robberies or whatever. They go for the big deal. They put a lot of work into their con, and the descriptions that what's the guy's name? Scott Lynch does throughout this book is great. The issue is that it goes back and forth from the present to the past, and it makes some readers a little hesitant to continue the series, but it is an enjoyable book. The second one, Red Seas Under Red Skies, is a pirate book all of a sudden, and I've not read a pirate book that I've enjoyed, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. Scott Lynch did a lot of research on pirates and ships and all that fun stuff, and it was a very much different book from this, which I enjoyed. The third one, oops, have I been holding this one up the entire time? Republic of Thieves, deals more of the magic in this book, which this is my least favorite, but it's still a good book. And him and John are, you really see their friendship blossom in all three books, I guess. They have the best relationship in any series. Jean is such a good character. Locke Lamora is such a frustrating character, but you enjoy everyone in this series. After Austin is my brother Kyle. He's 32, I think. I don't know. He called me the other day. He's like, hey, he drives a lot for work, and he's sick of podcasts and music, so he wanted to listen to a book, so he asked for a recommendation. I panicked and told Way of Kings. He bought it. He enjoyed it. He listened to Words of Radiance, but the more I think about it, the more I think Atlas Shrugged is a good choice for him. I know that I said I would never recommend this book to anybody and that you would have to make this decision yourself, but I think he's going to enjoy Atlas Shrugged. It's such a long audio book, and which he wants, and I'm also just going to give him another Audible credit in case he doesn't want to listen to that. His wife, Kara, I bought Where the Crawdads Sing. This is the reason why I bought this book. I immediately thought of Kara when I saw this book. This is the first one I bought for this Christmas gift, and I don't know anything about this book other than the fact that people enjoy it. And I hope that I can finish it before I can give it to her, because I want to know what's between the two covers as well. If not, hopefully she'll let me read it. After Kyle, there's Ellen. Ellen is 32, 31, 30? She's 30. And she's the one that got me into fantasy as a kid. She made me read Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Aragon. And so I'm going to return the favor and give her one of my favorite fantasy series, and that is the Stormlight Archive. This is the one that I'm most excited to get. This is such a long series that it's not going to get done in a few 20, 30 years. So they will have plenty of time to read these books. And anyways, I know that I am hiccuping. I just had an apple and then I'm dying right now. Who knew that apples were bad for you? Apple a day keeps the doctor in my house. Way of Kings is a story about Kaladin, Dalinar, and Shallan in their own adventures. Kaladin is a slave at the lowest part of his life. Shallan is low-time royalty family daughter who goes to study under a very famous scholar. And Dalinar is a high prince. And they all view the world a little differently. It's just a phenomenal story. Well, you guys know what Way of Kings is about. Alan is married to Matt, and lo and behold, I gave him Words of Radiance, the second book in the Stormlight Archive. They are both going to enjoy this series. This is my favorite one of the 4 books that have been released. The ending of this book is so phenomenal. I listened to them, and I think that's why I enjoyed the ending. I enjoyed this book more. Who knows? Because of pattern. Anyways, after Alan, it's me. I got myself Alita Battle Angel, but I'll talk about that later. After Alan, after me, is Joni. She is something, 26 maybe. I got her the boy, did I just say boy and mole and came out with a bowl? The boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. This is a kid's book. She's got a couple kids and stuff. One more to come. And I think this is a thoroughly enjoyable book for mothers to read to their kids. Yeah. And then I also got her a book for herself. I'll Give You the Sun. This is my book that I own, and I'm kind of sad that I'm giving it away. Joni, bless her soul, is getting secondhand books. And I think she's thoroughly going to enjoy this book if she ever has time to read. But the best thing about books is that they can stay on a bookshelf until you're 90, and then you can read them. And Joni is married to Ryan. I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting him. He doesn't read, and it's got to be a nonfiction book. So if you have any suggestions on a nonfiction book that a guy that doesn't read very much would like, and maybe it's based on farming or ranching or something, that would be very appreciated if you know a good recommendation for me to get for Ryan. After Joni is Paige, my youngest. She's 24-ish, and I'm going to give her the Raven Cycle, all $4. I got the cheap version, so she wanted a book that looks nice, but she's going to get $4. This is a series that I read when I was her age. She is going to maybe enjoy it as much as I did. Probably not, but who knows? I think she's going to enjoy it. And she gets 4 books, which is a pretty good deal, I guess. Even though they're cheap. That's it. That's all the gifts I got. Toodaloo. Have a good day. That's it.